So as many of you know, we are currently doing a big renovation on our house.
There's supposed to be a kitchen here. There's not.
We have no kitchen, no downstairs bathroom, no playroom, and our access to the back of our house is basically cut off. So our house wasn't super big to begin with, about 1,100 square feet. So without these other rooms, we're currently living in about 850 square feet as a family of 4, with 2 adults working from home full time. And truth be told, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. We don't really feel that squished, but still living with no kitchen, no running water downstairs, it has its challenges. So I thought it might be fun to share a little look at a general day in the life living as a family of 4 in 850 square feet during a renovation. So my day starts around 5 a.m. My alarm goes off at 5:05 every morning. Don't ask me why not just 5 o'clock. I don't know, 5:05 just feels right. And I never hit the snooze button. If you've seen my morning routine videos, you know that I just force myself out of bed. I don't care how tired I feel. I know that 8 minutes of snooze is not going to make me feel more rested, so I just pull off the Band-Aid. I also love waking up before my kids because, especially with the renovation going on, I just have a little bit of time to myself. Things take longer with the renovation right now, so it's really nice to have time before they're up, to have my coffee. I bring down the dishes from the upstairs bathroom where we are currently washing them. I get our jug of water full for the day. I put away dishes, and then I can spend 10 or 15 minutes to myself prepping my day. Again, if you're not new to my channel, you've probably heard me talk about my morning routines, but I always spend 10 or 15 minutes planning my day and then 5 or 10 minutes journaling. Now, I have been using the new Remarkable 2 tablet, who is sponsoring today's video, and you guys, I cannot tell you how much I love this tablet. As someone who can be such a paper and pen person, especially with my lists and my to-dos, I have to try very hard to integrate digital calendars and tools, and I do it because it's easier, but Remarkable has bridged it all for me. Writing on a Remarkable is like writing on paper. It has instant response and a texturized surface, so it's unlike writing on any other tablet ever. It feels as close to paper as you can get. But unlike paper, you can keep all your notes, journals, checklists, planners, all in one sleek 0.19-inch tablet. It is thinner than any other tablet and honestly thinner than most notebooks. And you can access your documents on other platforms like Google Drive, Dropbox, or OneDrive. So I'll be sharing quite a few ways that I use Remarkable as part of my everyday routine throughout this video because it's integrated into my life so easily and I use it for so many different things. But to learn more about Remarkable and to purchase your own Remarkable 2 paper tablet, there is a link in my description box down below. So like I said, in the morning, I usually spend some time scheduling my day. So I'm going to open my to-do list on my Remarkable, just list out my tasks for the day. I like to take a few minutes to journal, which is just another notebook that I store right on my Remarkable. One other thing I always do before my kids are awake is I get myself ready. I've just found the morning goes 100 times smoother if I'm dressed and I'm ready for the day before my kids are awake. Sometimes it's just some concealer and leggings, other times it's a little bit more. It really just depends on what my day has in store for me and how much time I have. On the day that I was filming this, my oldest actually woke up really early, which is super unlike him. Sometimes he wakes up and just sort of hangs in his room, but he was not having it this morning, so I had a little guest join me to finish up getting ready for the day. I got a little more done up on this day because I had some videos to plan while the kids were in daycare. I was going to do some filming. Then we just head downstairs. I'm getting the kids ready, or at least I'm going to start getting Miles ready since Finley was still asleep. I'll give you a little tour of our current kitchen setup during the renovation. This is usually our dining room and we have it as a makeshift kitchen. We are lucky to have this kitchen island that used to be in our old kitchen. We're using it for cooking and storing. And then our dining room is kind of like half a cooking space, half an eating space. We have a toaster oven, an espresso, obviously, and then a hot plate. We also have a crock pot that I've been using 1 or 2 times a week. So many of you guys told me that I should get an air fryer, but I don't know, we never owned one and I didn't make the plunge. And so far we've been fine with just these things. The crock pot is always good because I can use the Crockpot liners, so cleanup is a breeze. Since I don't have any sinks or water access downstairs, cleaning up is definitely something I really have to take note of when I think about what we are going to cook. And then under the island, we just have some random storage, kids cups, extra Nespresso pods, pots, plates. I have a bin with some of my kids' morning stuff in here, like a comb and hair ties and so on. So anyways, back to making breakfast. Miles requested a toasted hot dog bun this morning. And with our makeshift kitchen, I'm not going to try to push it. If he wants a toasted hot dog bun, then he's going to get a toasted hot dog bun. I also sliced up some banana to make it feel like a slightly more complete meal, and we ate this very luxurious meal as I went to go and get Finley up. Now, once the kids were off to daycare, they go 3 days a week right now. I added an extra day while we were doing the renovation for Finley just because it makes it a lot easier. There are a lot of days when they have to like turn off the power or turn off the water, and they're chopping away at things, so it's just noisy and it's hard to navigate with the kids. The kids are off to daycare today, and when I get home, the first thing I do is always a quick home reset. On Tuesdays, which is my kids' first day back to daycare, it's usually like a 60-minute reset just because the kids being home, things get really crazy. And then on Wednesdays and Thursdays, it's usually like a quick 15-minute reset. I found one of the most important things to keeping things feeling under control during the renovation has just been really keeping on top of stuff. I can't say, oh, I'll put the laundry away tomorrow or I'll pick that up later. The best thing is really just stay on top of it. It makes it feel a lot more manageable. Like I'm not totally drowning in this renovation if I do just little bits at a time, which is honestly, you guys know how I feel about life in general. Even without a renovation going on, you know, I've preached about my little routines and doing little bits of things throughout the day as opposed to letting it build up and then trying to tackle it all at once. But it is even more apparent and crucial during this renovation. So like I said, it takes anywhere from 50 to 30 minutes to get the house reset depending on the day, and then I get to work on this particular morning. No one was coming for the renovation until about 9:30 a.m., so it wasn't going to be particularly loud, and so I got my double screen set up in the dining room to power through some computer work I really needed to do. Again, like I said, my Remarkable 2 has become a huge component here. I keep all my running to-do lists on it, my plans, my schedules. I also use it to write down ideas when they pop into my head, running lists of ideas for Instagram Reels, or taking notes when I'm researching for videos. It's honestly just really integrated into my life so well, and that's how you know it's something that's just really well designed. What's really amazing about the Remarkable is it's not like any tablet in the sense that there's no social media, there's no email pings, there's no distractions. I can just sit down and really brainstorm, let my ideas flow, schedule, find better focus. And so I'm not getting interferences from the distractions that I would on other devices. And I think that's why it's such a helpful product to really help you focus. Then for the majority of my morning, I'm just going to plow through some computer work. I'm editing videos. It's really not all that exciting. On the days that it's really noisy with constructions, I will head upstairs and work in our bedroom. I've also found myself heading to local coffee shops for a few hours to get some work done. Surprisingly, I find coffee shops to be really great for productivity because there's some stuff going on which keeps me like interested, but I can't get distracted by any of the other stuff going on in the house, so I can really plow through some work. And then typically my husband and I try to take lunch around the same time, so we have a little time to hang out. We tend to like try to take lunch breaks together. Since you guys have been super interested in meals during the reno, I mostly just stick to the same things. It makes it easier. So for lunch, I either have soup or I make a salad. Consistency is definitely the key to keeping things easy with cooking in the kitchen. We're eating a lot of the same kinds of meals. We're also using some paper plates and cups, and then also using real plates and cups too. I just found that was like a good balance of not being all disposables, but also not spending our entire day taking stuff upstairs to our only sink and cleaning it. After lunch, I do a little bit more work, and then I usually stop my work day around 3 p.m. I like to have a little time to do some house stuff before I have to pick up the kids, either prepping dinner, catching up on chores, or whatever. On this day, I wanted to get some meal planning done too for the week, so I'm writing out my meal ideas and ingredients on my Remarkable. Again, it's just easy to sit down and brainstorm without distractions with this. And then I'm using the convert to text function on the tablet, which converts anything that is handwritten on the tablet to text, which you can then share. And I'm sending it over to my phone, so I have a list of everything I need. Once the kids are picked up from school, we try to get some outside time in. Usually the renovation work is done by like 3 or 4, and then we can use the backyard to play and just get some nice fresh air, and then we get ready to head in for dinner. Again, we keep our meals really easy and consistent, so Crockpot Meals are great. I like them for daycare days especially because the kids are usually starving by like 5 on these days, so I can feed them first before my husband is out of work, and then my husband and I can still eat something warm after they are done. or we'll just make something really easy on the hot plate like scrambled eggs or grilled cheeses. And then our bedtime routine isn't really changed from the renovation, except that after the kids are in bed, I go to the bathroom sink again to clean all of my dishes, and I let them dry in the bathroom overnight. And like you saw this morning, I bring them downstairs in the morning before the kids wake up. And that honestly basically does it for a day living through a renovation in about 850 square feet. Honestly, besides being a little squished and noisy and not having running water downstairs, it's not that bad. I think just knowing that in a few short months we are going to have everything done and it's going to be back to normal. We're supposed to be done around the end of April, so knowing that the end is near really helps. And of course, if you want the full reveal of the kitchen and bathroom renovation, make sure that you are following along on Instagram. But that does it for today's vlog. And again, don't forget there will be a link in my description box down below on where you can get your own Remarkable 2 tablet. Like I said, this tablet has so quickly and seamlessly become integrated into my daily life. Everything from mom stuff to home stuff to all of my work stuff, from reading ebooks to writing on different PDFs to taking all of my notes to doing my meal planning to scheduling out my week to journaling. I literally have been using this tablet for everything. I even brought it with me when I went on vacation recently. It's just become that integrated into my life. As always, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video.